Would everyone please be seated? Members of the Platform Party, faculty, graduates, families, and friends, welcome to the 2014 Peabody College Diploma Award Ceremony. Today marks the culmination of your work. We celebrate our time together even as we look to the future. Let me begin by introducing the members of the Platform Party. To my far left is Brian Heuser. Brian is Assistant Professor of the Practice of International Education Policy, and he chairs the Peabody Faculty Council. Next to Brian is Andrew Finch, Associate Professor of the Practice of Human and Organizational Development. Professor Finch will announce graduates. And to my immediate right is Jerry PARR, who graduated from Peabody in 1962. We will recognize Jerry shortly as our 2014 Distinguished Alumnus. And finally, to my far right is alumnus James Nardella. James will deliver today's remarks to the graduates. And speaking, we can't forget him. And speaking of our graduates, we are here today because of all of you. Only you know the total cost of the years leading to this moment. Each of you has committed time, effort, and precious resources. Many of you have pursued your degree on top of a career, or while raising children, or caring for others. But you have persisted. You have acquired theoretical knowledge in your discipline. You have conducted research and presented findings. And you have applied your knowledge through practicums and capstone projects. Each of you has accomplished something truly remarkable. Many of you have had the support along the way to help you reach this moment. Your parents, spouses, partners, children, and friends have shared your dreams, and we honor their hard work and sacrifice too. Please join me in expressing our appreciation. And I think a very special appreciation goes out to all of those who have supported our graduates, who continue to support our graduates by standing in the back because we ran out of chairs. So, a bigger tent is in order. This year, there are 636 Peabody students who are acknowledged in the university's Commencement program, and 6 different degrees are being awarded today, including 38 PhDs, 22 EDDs, 281 master degrees, and 295 bachelor's degrees. That's a lot of degrees. Each of these degrees symbolizes intellectual effort, acquisition of knowledge, and the achievement of mastery. And because they are degrees from Peabody as well as Vanderbilt, they also symbolize a commitment on your part to put your intelligence and abilities to work in the service of others. Altruism is a core value of Peabody. The college has long promoted education for all, the disadvantaged as well as the privileged. Beginning in the late 19th century, teachers and administrators went out from George Peabody College to design, establish, and strengthen education in a region that sorely lacked for resources. In recent decades, the Peabody legacy has become ever more powerful as we have moved into national and international prominence. Our vision situates learning in the broader context of human development, psychology, organizational excellence, and civic engagement. We concern ourselves with the families, institutions, and communities in which people live and work. We seek to prepare both scholars and practitioners who will add to our store of knowledge, strengthen private and public life, influence policy, and lead or reform institutions. We also have been conscious of our responsibility to the education and development of all people. Peabody faculty and students have long been committed to children and young adults with special needs, children who are at risk, and learners in parts of the world that are still working to establish effective systems of education. Today, you graduates are joining almost 30,000 living Peabody alumni who are part of this amazing tradition. Now, commencement is an appropriate time for the college to recognize alumni who embody the values and practices we hope our graduates will emulate. The Distinguished Alumnus or Alumna Award recognizes significant career and community achievements, as well as reputation of excellent character and a respected and ethical work record. This year's recipient is Jerry PARR. Jerry PARR graduated from Peabody with a bachelor's degree in English and philosophy in 1962. In 1987, he earned a master's degree in pastoral counseling from Loyola University in Maryland. In the intervening 25 years, Jerry served as an agent in the United States Secret Service. Not the typical job for a Peabody graduate, may I add. During his tenure, Jerry worked with security, intelligence, and law enforcement professionals in all 50 states and in 37 different countries. He protected 4 vice presidents and directed security for 56 foreign heads of state. In 1979, he became special agent in charge and head of the White House detail, directing security for Presidents Carter and Reagan. On March 30th, 1981, Jerry was the detail protecting President Reagan at a speech at the Washington Hilton. When John Hinckley opened fire, Jerry shoved the president into the waiting car and ordered him taken to George Washington University Hospital, actions credited with saving the seriously wounded president's life. For his conduct during the attempt on Reagan's life, Jerry received the U.S. Congress Commendation. The Secret Service presented him with the Director's Award of Valor and would later bestow on him the Presidential Rank Award for Meritorious Executive. The U.S. Treasury Department honored him with the Exceptional Service Award. Parade magazine named him one of 4 top cops. Hollywood took notice too. Jerry would go on to act as an advisor for the feature films In the Line of Fire and Contact, and for the documentaries In the Line of Fire, Behind the Scenes with the Secret Service, and Inside the U.S. Secret Service. In 1985, Jerry retired from the Secret Service as Assistant Director of Protective Research. In 1989, he was ordained as minister by the Church of the Savior in Washington, D.C., where he was co-pastor for 12 years. He and his wife, Carolyn, have worked with various ministries in Washington and with victims of the war in El Salvador. With Carolyn, he is the author of In the Secret Service, the true story of the man who saved President Reagan's life. Jerry and Carolyn PARR have been married for 55 years and live in Washington, D.C. They have 3 daughters and 4 granddaughters. Throughout his career, Jerry PARR has exemplified an ethic of public and private service that we hope all Peabody graduates will follow. We are pleased to confer on him the 2014 Peabody College Distinguished Award. Our speaker today has also followed a path that's a little out of the ordinary. In 1999, James Nardella earned a bachelor's degree in acting from Boston University and began a career in New York City in theater, film, and TV. In 2009, he earned a master's degree in international education policy and management from Peabody. James is now executive director of the Loyola Community Alliance, founded by Vanderbilt School of Medicine graduates Milton and Fred Ochieng in their home village in Kenya. A startup development agency, the Alliance serves 20,000 people in Migori County, a region with particularly high rates of HIV and child mortality. At Loyola, James has overseen the launch of a rural hospital that treats 2,800 patients a month, school programming that serves 6,000 students, and employment opportunities for 160 Kenyans. This work has been featured by Apple, the Clinton Global Initiative, NPR, ABC World News, and CNN, as well as in the documentary Sons of Loyola. Under James' leadership, annual revenue has tripled through partnerships with a diverse group of corporations, implementing partners and foundations including USAID, McDonald's, Johnson & Johnson, and the Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights. James is married to Jenna Lee Nardella, the co-founder of Blood Water Mission. The Nardellas divide their time between East Africa and East Nashville. In an article James and Jenna Lee co-authored in the Tennessean last weekend, they sought to put human faces on the complicated problem of contraception in Kenya, writing that international policies, politics, and financing must do more to account for the real predicaments people face. Valuing real individuals and particular communities is a long part of the Peabody tradition and is just one of the reasons we asked James to speak today. James?
To those on the platform, Dean Bembo, Jerry, Dr. Heuser, and to the faculty, I'm so proud to be back here at Peabody College. Thank you. And to you, the graduates, only 5 years ago I was in your seat, so this is a little scary. To offer encouraging words to a terrifically talented and driven class of new graduates who are about to launch into the world and steal all the best jobs. Seriously though, I do have one experience from my 2 years in a master's program here in Peabody which is applicable. During my time here, I helped to lead Project Pyramid, which is a graduate level service learning program. And I was engaged in 3 trips to Bangladesh to learn and study in a village called Berepoto. And on my 3rd trip to the village, I wanted to see what teacher education in Bangladesh was like. So I heard about a local teacher training college and I set up a visit. And when I arrived, the dean of the college, she treated me like a dignitary. She had me into her office, she gave me tea and biscuits, and she chatted with me for 45 minutes. And at the end of that time, she said, you know, there are some teachers who would like to meet you too. And I said, oh, I would be happy to meet them. So as we were walking down this dim-lit hallway at the school, I was picturing maybe 8 or 10 teachers in a faculty lounge somewhere. However, as the doors opened to the auditorium, there were 200 teachers and a faculty member standing at the podium saying, "We will now hear from our distinguished scholar from Peabody College in America." So, be warned. By virtue of the Peabody diploma you will receive today, you may be shown undue level of respect and distinction when you least expect it. Keep an emergency speech in your pocket. For all of my adult life, I have been reading the works of an American novelist, essayist, and theologian named Frederick Buechner. His books occupy an entire shelf at my home, and if you ever come by, I'm liable to reach for one and read you a passage. So even though we're here in this big tent under a rainy sky wearing some ridiculous robes, imagine yourselves as friendly visitors at my hearth in East Nashville. We're chatting about our favorite authors and our best ideas. The only catch in this conversation is I can't hear what you think, so I'll just have to imagine you're agreeing with everything that I say. Whether age 18 or 85, we are all trying to figure out the most meaningful way to spend the balance of our lives. This quandary applies to new graduates, to faculty, to families, to deans, and even to institutions like Peabody College. How will this college, at a prestigious university, spend the balance of its life? Frederick Buechner has a way of describing in the most honest words our universal desire to live lives of significance. He reminds us that vocation comes from the Latin vocare, to call. Vocation is beyond occupation. It is that life's work which you are called to, which includes what you do, but also who you are and how you do it, how you live. Vocation is that overarching narrative that will sustain your work your whole life. Buechner argues that we will find vocation by pursuing the kind of work that we need to do and that the world needs to have done. In his words, the place God calls you to is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. Find the corner where your joys intersect with the needs of the community, where your talents intersect with what is urgent in the world, and you will find vocation. On the corner of joy and need. Finding the street of joy is simple enough. We each enjoy something about discovery, having policy debates, reading, going to conferences, writing long papers. Otherwise, why would we have come to Peabody? Maybe you enjoy traveling, watching children grow, developing organizations, teaching college students, hosting great conversations, raising money or making money. We each have unique talents that stimulate our minds and make us feel confident. You know, in my experience, Peabody College is a supportive place to explore your gifts and realize what ideas captivate you. So everyone, whether graduate or family or faculty, take a moment and just think for yourselves, what do I enjoy? What are my talents? Remember, the journey of vocation is seeking out where these joys intersect with the needs of the world. And each of us knows plenty of urgent needs. In the US, only 26% of 12th graders are performing at or above proficiency in math. However, students in Tennessee sit at 17%. Reading proficiency is almost as troubling. Globally, there are 35 million people with HIV. Nearly 1 billion people still lack access to drinkable water. 1.2 billion people live on less than $1.25 a day. I could go on until we are all sick from sympathy and outrage. So, as you step out from this tent, take these questions with you. What do I see as a great need? What is urgent in the world? Vocation means daring to take our greatest gifts and share them with those who have greater needs. Vocation means risking our personal talents for the sake of the poor, in pursuit of justice, in the hopes of addressing the hungers of the world. Vocation means that a great college risks its resources and reputation by applying its gifts to solving ill-structured social issues both here in Nashville and around the globe. You see, following Buechner's directions to the intersection of the Street of Joy and the Avenue of Need will place us each at an uncomfortable corner. And honestly, we would rather not live there. In fact, I would say the world would tell us not to live there. If you follow the social traffic, you will speed down the Street of Joy and pass by the Avenue of Need, glancing only briefly to lock your proverbial doors, maybe. The GPS will tell you to enter the freeway of status, financial success, stuff, personal fulfillment, Facebook likes, and US news reports. The signs of the highway say, pursue your dreams. Do what you love. Even the academy is sometimes susceptible. We are swept up in this undertow, pushing us to follow the most personal and finite line of inquiry, to find our knowledge corner and claim it. Publish on it, regardless of whether our joy in the knowledge intersects with the world's needs, or whether anyone outside the cloister reads what we write. This all of it begs one fundamental question. What is the purpose of our education? Is it to pad ourselves from the suffering of the world? Or is it to equip ourselves to step further into those places of suffering? Does our education here at Peabody dare us to live at the uncomfortable edge of what we enjoy? To be neighborly to need, even though that proximity is necessarily discomforting. Through the International Education Policy and Management program here, I came to know Amartya Sen's capabilities approach, which conceives of poverty as a deprivation of freedoms across multiple dimensions of life. Here at Peabody, I read and discussed transformational leadership, servant leadership, and the cultural dimensions of leadership. Here at Peabody, I explored the barriers of girls' education in completing school in Africa and the benefits for themselves, their families, and society of keeping them in school. Here at Peabody, I learned what social cohesion is and the role of schools in creating shared values, experience, and identity. I took great joys in what I learned. And 5 years ago, I set out from this same tent in search of a corner where my deep gladness intersected with the world's great hunger. For me, that search led to Western Kenya, to a place called Lawala. It is a rural corner for sure, some 27 hours commute from here. but one that has become a second home for my wife Jenna and me. We know people there and are known there. As we slept last night, my 16-year-old friend Mary Goretti woke up in Kenya, grateful to be a high school student. I've known Mary for 5 years, and I know how lucky she is to still be in school because Mary has faced obstacles on many sides. Her father Moses died of AIDS when she was 5. Her mother Leah has been living with AIDS for more than a decade. During 7th grade, Mary became pregnant and had a baby girl who she named Gift. As a teen mom, Mary had to leave middle school. By all accounts, Mary should have failed. But this morning, Mary woke up early and went to boarding school. She completed some homework and started her 10th grade classes. Right now, she's likely finishing dinner with her friends and regaling them with some funny story. Mary and her family have been wrapped in multi-dimensional community development programs by our organization. Her mom, Leah, has been receiving antiretroviral therapy for HIV at our hospital for 6 years, miraculously raising her hopes and her life expectancy. In 2010, Leah became a community health worker, leveraging her own story of resilience to convince others to seek health care. When Mary became pregnant, her mom, Leah, connected her to the hospital for prenatal care, a safe delivery, and access to contraception. When Mary wanted to return to middle school in 2012, she benefited from the same social support and scholarship items that 1,200 girls in the Luwala area receive every year from the Luwala Community Alliance. She also benefited from having a role model in her older sister, Winnie, who completed high school and is now one of the 160 Kenyans employed by our work. I see now how Peabody prepared me. It built and inspired my joys for community development, leadership, girls' education, and social cohesion. These joys intersect with the needs of Mary, her family, and the communities that surround Luwala. I see now how Peabody prepared Jerry PARR, whom we honor today, to live a vocational life. Driven by the needs he saw around him, Jerry risked his life for our president, cared for war orphans in El Salvador, and stepped into the AIDS crisis before it was vogue to do so. Jerry, in your own words, you are a man of soul. I'm excited also for you graduates today. You also have the talents formed and fed here at Peabody. You too have been equipped with moral imagination and know well the needs of the world. I believe, and this community of educators believes, you will discover your own Luwalas, your own Marys, your own vocations. But here is my final thought. Vocation means staking our lives at the intersection of the street of joy and the avenue of need, even after the idealism has worn off and disillusionment creeps in. Not every story in Luwala is like Mary's, trust me. In fact, the trend often looks like the odds are against us. In Luwala, females make up 95% of our HIV clients between the ages of 15 and 24. Only 60% of girls complete 8th grade where we work, and only 17% complete high school. Last year, nearly 300 teenage girls delivered babies at our hospital. Living in proximity to those kinds of needs, choosing to be near to injustice, near to the poor, near to children who are abused and friends who die of AIDS, is sometimes a heartbreaking decision. The corner of joy and need is battered by the winds of cynicism and hopelessness. Vocation is messy work. But somehow, the call is worth pursuing. Even if the good is hard to see and change is slow and sometimes overshadowed, I believe in the final analysis, love will win. So I charge you now, go where your joys intersect with the needs of your community, where your talents intersect with what is urgent in the world, if you stake your lives on the corner of the street of joy and the avenue of need, you will discover a life of significance. Multiply that effect by the number of vocation seekers here at Peabody College, and we can dare to dream of transformation. Thank you.
Wow. Whew. Well, it's a good thing we're moving on to awarding diplomas, because after that, who can follow that act? So it's a good thing we've finally come to the thing that we're most excited to do, and that is to award the diplomas. Now, let me just say a few things about your regalia. The color of the velvet edging on the hood identifies the degree. Light blue for education degrees and teal for the degrees in public policy. All hoods are lined with gold silk bearing a black chevron to signify that Vanderbilt University is the granting institution. And if you want even more information about the regalia, just look in your program. So, now, those persons awarded Doctor of Education degrees will be assisted with their doctoral hoods by Professor Catherine Loss and John Braxton. And the names and degrees are listed in the commencement program, and presentation of diplomas will follow the order of the degrees in the program, beginning with the Masters of Education. Professor Finch, will you read the names of the recipients?
We have one word of announcement before the awarding of the degrees. Please do not take any self-pictures when receiving your diplomas and being congratulated by Dean Benbow. As you can tell all around us, there are professional photographers doing this for you. Recipients of the Master of Education and the Master of Public Policy degrees, please approach the platform. The following persons have earned the Master of Education degree: Rebecca Gray Abramson, Kaylin Renee Addison, Kelly Marie Aldridge, Timothy Joseph Alford, Megan McGlowry Ames, Wanqing Lee Appa, Laura Beth Bantle, Catherine Lee Barcy. Jessica Marie Barfield. Hannah Lee Barton. Lex Graham Bearden. May Cassandra Beasley. Chelsea Ann Beckett. Betsega S. Bukella. Megan Bennett. Leah Jane Bettis. Anna Catherine Bland. Bo Walker Boyce. J. Noble Bosman Jr. Kevin James Brenner. Amanda Gail Brown. Olivia Camille Brown. Kelly Christina Runner. Olivia Marie Brunson. Christian LeRae Buggs. Amy Lee Bugno. Rebecca Catherine Kane. Amy Dione Merritt Campbell. Chloe Monique Campbell. Mary Elizabeth Carlton. Kimberly Marlis Carper. Michael Antonio Senti. Caleb Nathaniel Chadwick. Hannah Hargrove Clark. Andrea Jennifer Clifford. Cornelia Michelle Courtright. Jeremy David Covert. Allison Lynn Crandall. Joel Mooney Cummings. Lee Hanlon Cummins. Whitney Denise Danker. Jonathan Carvin Wayne Davis. Gretchen Elise Dawson. Amy Diane Dixon. Karen Jane Doris. Michelle Elise Drapek. Leland Marie Donavant. Rachel Elizabeth Eason. Mary Claire Eber. Jessica Lauren Edwards. Ahmad Mansour Fakiri. Adrian Lee Farringer. Rebecca Leah Feldman. Sarah Elizabeth Finney. Catherine Fioret. Shauna Connor Full. Alexandra Faust. Samuel Elijah Fout. Michael Raymond Francis. Claudia Patricia Garcia. Karen Gardner. Alexandra Adina Garza. Jeffrey Gayhart. Stephen Pittenger Gentile. Sarah Elizabeth Germansky. Janie Elizabeth Gibson. Kay Dawson Goddard. Anne Charlotte Goodrich. Grace Elizabeth Grenade. Sarah Nicole Greenberg. Christina Gouliatis. Krishana Jermaine Harper. Andrew Clark Harris. Joy Amber Hayes. Mary Campbell Herndon. Bradley Adam Hilbrick. Julia Catherine Hodge. Amanda Ruth Hoffman. Stephanie Elizabeth Holzer. Erica Wan Mei Shu. Reagan Kate Humphrey. Emma Cashin Hunt. Kathleen Diane Highland. Kendra Michelle Johnson. Curtis Boyd Johnston, Jr. Jeffrey George. Galina Kadash. Madison Lynn Homan, no. Cameron Nicole Krause. Anna Noel Kruger. Mary Lynn Lapin. Erica Lynn Larson. Jessica Christine Elizabeth Lavin. Elizabeth Francis Lawrence. Joanna Shi-Young Lee. Maria Louise Lemler. Mingwei Lee. Shuchan Lee. H-Wei Liu. Alexander Tijan Longstreth. Wenjing Luo. Dustin Blake Lynn. Ilana Susan Marber. Deanna Lauren Masters. Parker Elizabeth McClellan. Charlotte Michelle McLeod. Karina Mendez Keel. Eleni Maria Miller. Lauren Elizabeth Miller. Megan Morgeson. Diana Morris. Stephanie Ann Morrison. Alice Jane Sharp Morrow. Muhammad Ali Nadim. Nathaniel Edward Napier, Jr. Caitlin Amanda Nossett. Eric Nelson Osborne. Jillian Marie Oury. Andrew Thomas Perry. Rachel Marie Phillips. Bailey Nicole Piercefield. Miranda Poole. Nicole Elise Queetham. Marianne Augustine Rainey. Mangting Ren. Shannon Joy Reich. Emily Kate Ritter. Asanat Rodriguez. Elizabeth Spitznagel Rose. Sarah Caroline Rudzik. Derek Alexander Schatz. Gregory Michael Schirnbeck. Hope Angelos Shield. Stephanie Michelle Schneider. Yoonju Shin. Sarah Catherine Simpson. Sarah Elizabeth Singletary. Jacob Young Scarpino Smith. Virginia Carlisle Smith. Samantha Marie Sangin. Ria Kavita Sukdeo. Julia Lynn Stewart. Catherine Robbie Stewart. Jessica Ray Suits. Shelby Christine Tarver. Madeline McAdams Thomas. Benjamin Richard Tieslau. Matthew Eric Truitt. Carissa Zoe Chiris. Kathleen Carter Tucker. Megan Elise Vandertorn. Sarah Elizabeth Varner. Marina Suzanne Velez. Amy Elizabeth Vennett. Cassandra Futaba Fujimoto Virgil. Ruchin Wong. Jillian Rose Wattrell. Caitlin M. Weatherwax. Clay Russell Welch. Stephanie Nicole Welch. Nicole Dotson Wellington. Amanda Blair West. Angela Moland Wiggins. Matthew Sidney Wright. Molly Thorin Wooler. Young Shu. Dilara Yusupova. Xana Sue Ziegler. Zara Elizabeth Zeleny. G. Jean. Ning Yu Jean. Catherine Alyssa Allen. Elizabeth Hart Belk. Kimberly Ramos. Kathleen Marie Conwell. Nicole Cruz. Margaret Ann Hazelton. Cherie Angel Hollis. Emily Marie Hurst. Kristen Ann Garvey Kent. Megan Marie Moeller. Emily Rebecca Mowry. Tegan Shay Mullins. Dorothy Blair Perry. Jennifer Lynn Rowan. Hillary Brooks Schaefer. Caroline Elizabeth Silvestri. Adam Hagan Smith. Marissa Zimmel. Ariadne Zitzos. Jennifer Marie Howard. Susan Ashley Johns. Blake Namelka. The following persons have earned the Master of Public Policy degree. Toby Bernard Barty. Benjamin Wayne Cabeza. Jamie Allison Grimsley. Lisa Camilla Hamilton. Chelsea Catherine Henkel. Linda King Johnson. Samantha Michelle Cadis. Amanda B. Clefane. Raven Aaron Newberry. Amy Mueller Owen. Shelby Marie Palmer. Lauren Elizabeth Price. Allison Probert. Sarah Smith. Jason Spector. Monica Christine Treba. Catherine Miriam Warwick. Makisha Michelle Welch. Riley Elizabeth Westmoreland. Catherine Lee Worrell. Catherine Ann Zekas. Recipients of the Doctor of Education degree, please approach the platform. And will the professors hooding the doctoral recipients please join them? The following persons have earned the Doctor of Education degree. Kent Stephen Anderson. Joseph Michael Ashby. Vanessa Anang Dagia. Vincent W. Dernan, Jr. Richard Manuel Frank. Richard Peter Galantino, Jr. Molly Michelle Goldwasser. Christopher Michael Greenslate. Eugenia Harris. Nathan Thomas Johnson. Brent Allen Mai. Kimberly Ann Martin. Andrea Catherine McLean. Aaron Charles Perez. Scott Kenneth Roush. Christopher Jason Paul Sewell. Anthony James Shoah. Anna Krieger Thomas. Lori Michelle Townsend. Brad Allen Voiles. Quentin Page Walker. Billy Eugene Wells, Jr. This concludes the awarding of diplomas and the hooding of the doctoral candidates.
Graduates, today you have joined a select group. The Peabody, the alumni of Vanderbilt University and Peabody College. On behalf of the faculty, I congratulate you. George Peabody, our first great benefactor, famously said that education is a debt due from present to future generations. That statement is as true today as it was more than a century ago. As you begin the next stage on your journeys, I encourage you to be mindful of the knowledge and the skills you have gained during your time here, and to offer these generously to others. Find that corner that we just heard about. You have much to give. We have come to the end of our ceremony, but not the end of our celebration. Following the recessional, I invite you to greet one another at the reception just behind us. Graduates, we also have a parting gift for each of you, a commemorative Hatch show print. Please be sure to pick yours up, and if I am correct, I think it's over in that direction. So we hope to run out. I ask the audience to remain standing only for the recession of the platform party and the faculty. Thank you.